It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
This is an unexciting pack. Just force blue black, just take Undercity Sewers, run it back. Yeah, Time Spiral, Fractured Identity, Grist, Malevolent Rumble, and Undercity Sewers are the interesting cards to me. Kind of a motley list there, huh? I think I'm going to take Spiral. I haven't trophied with Fractured in a bit. Is queuing for Vegas harder than queuing for a Pro Tour? Yeah, so Pro Tours have like 400, 500 people in them, right? Vegas is going to have 8. It's going to have 8 people in it. I don't know if you really need me to run the math, but it's a lot harder. At the RC in Dallas, I was 1 match away from queuing for the Pro Tour. I have not even gotten to the final draft yet in the Vegas qualifiers. Man, another kind of miserable pack here. I almost want to take Wasteland. I would not say it's the equivalent of a PT top 8. But that's closer to the right range. I really like Fury. I think I'm supposed to take Remand or Lorien Revealed here, though. Not throw away my Time Spiral just yet. Parallax Wave's good here, too. I think this Ignoble card is better than most of my early picks. There's Bolt here. Bolt's good. Let's take Ignoble for now. Red is Felt open. Boros is Felt open. I mean, it's late Jace, right? We can probably make blue work still. High Tide is not in the cube. The upside is you get multiple shots in a relatively small amount of time. Yeah. And, like, you can try and qualify from the comfort of your own home, and the buy-in's pretty cheap. No, this event has a lot going for it, for sure. Maybe we're just a blue-white control deck. I like Skydiver a lot, but I'm going to take Oust here. A couple of options. I think with the Jace, we're fine taking this Talisman. It's going to be real hype for the people that qualify, yeah. The garden's good for Leyline specifically. I'm just going to do the Elspeth. Not going to get too cute. Yeah, Blackfire. That's why the prizes for the entire rest of the event are dog shit, right? Because the actual top 8, the prize is very top heavy, yeah. Kind of like Absent does something like instant speed interaction. Kind of like that dig through time for the same reason. Like it's something that I can do is instant speed on the opponent's turn. A paid trip to Vegas. It is more than a paid trip to Vegas. You could literally open a Black Lotus and draft it and have a Black Lotus from one booster. The person who like drafts like the lowest value deck out of everybody in the top 8 is still gonna be walking away with like thousands and thousands of dollars. Because even the commons are gonna be like beta and stuff. Underground Sea's worth like $800. Have I had a lot of luck with Blade Control? Not especially. I started with some really blue picks, and white was the open color that I could pair with it. I kind of like this Clamp, huh? With Spellseeker and Elspeth tokens. Should probably be taking that Colonnade. Stamped? They are not going to stamp a bunch of beta cards. That does not make them worth more. Stamping cards does not make them worth more. I repeat, they are just damaged cards. Stamps are not expensive. The prizes are the cards, Hobaji. And then whoever wins gets like they like draft the undrafted cards afterwards, and like based on your record in the draft, you'll get more cards. So it's still good to win. Like the Black Lotus might not even get opened, right? Someone that 3-0s the pod might get the Black Lotus. That sort of thing. Like it's likely that like at least some power won't be ripped. Beautiful Snapcaster Mage deck here. Yes, and they pay for your Vegas trip. I think I'm just grabbing this Wrath. I'd like the Tarn, right, for the Hallowed Fountain. We lost one of the Wraths in pack 1. There's only like 3. I'll make sure I get at least one of them. Hey, we got another blue fetch here anyway. What's my favorite part of Vegas? I guess there's a lot of really cool music venues. That's probably my favorite part of Vegas. The first time I went to Vegas, I went to a show with that dubstep performer, Skrillex. A few of my viewers actually like got us all tickets and stuff. It was very cool of them because they wanted to show me around Vegas a bit. And the venue we went to, it was one of those pool things. So there's like a pool, and so there's a bunch of people just like running around in like bikinis and swimwear and stuff. And then it's all lined with bars. And then the actual show, it seemed like only half the people in the room were actually paying attention to the show. But Skrillex is up there, and there's like fireballs and steam blasting everybody, and everyone's going crazy dancing and stuff. I'm gonna take this worm here, just in case we get flash, huh? That makes sense to me. And then in the center island, in the pool, they had blackjack tables set up. So there's a fucking dubstep, like going wub, 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 and lights and shit. And fireballs, and they're like, hit me. Like, they got dealers all dressed nice. Good food in general in Vegas. Yeah, a lot of good food in Vegas. Amazing bill. I don't know how Abaji is some years back. Deck needs some hard counters, huh? I like Tidebinder a solid amount. I'm going to take Colonnade, though. Really happy about that wheel. I was hoping it would wheel. Another value critter to throw to the clamp. Yeah, deck could use a Force of Will for sure. Or even just like Mana Drain, Counterspell, that sort of thing. And some better spot removal, like Swords to Plowshares would be good. Maybe a Hold Reacher to turn the Time Spiral into a one-sided draw spell. Bespeckled Caleb. I went outside for a walk earlier. The only time I put my glasses on is if I go outside. And then they're on me, so I forget about them. Yeah, right, Nava the Blood Braided. Who would have thought I'd be cubing? Hello. Yeah, we're going to be taking this Mox Sapphire. The cool thing about this pack, there's going to be another blue drafter grabbing that Mana Drain. And there might be another blue drafter grabbing that Force of Will. Or Force Negation. But then we still get to, like, wheel Spelljacker, right? And the fact that Oko's in here means that one of those blue drafters might be snagging the Oko. And letting the Force Negation come back to me. That'd be quite good. Yeah, pretty stoked about this pack. Excited to see what wheels. There's definitely other blue drafters, but it hasn't felt like it's been, like, totally blocked off, right? Makes me think there's, like, 2 more, and they're both in other colors, too. No one's, like, base blue. You wish we had that Fractured Identity back? Yeah, Fractured Identity would be sick here. Currently, we're a little bit weak to opposing Planeswalkers. We've got, like, Unexpectedly Absent, and then you can, like, jump things with Elspeth to clear them, but... I guess I want this Cryptic Command, Tom. A little something for the late game Snapcaster. Oh, that would be surprising, Garrett Jax. Did the shop have, like, woe packs they needed to get rid of? Or people just in that mood? I guess I'm drafting these Eagles. Ooh, here we go. You got it, PowerNet. Yeah, it's a satellite for a satellite for a satellite. Big Teferi is still in the cube, yeah. Would probably be one of the better things we could grab, huh, at this stage. So Metamorph here isn't crazy. I think I want to throw Pest Infestation in my sideboard, even though I've got, like, no green fixing. I don't think it matters. Against the matchup where Pest Infestation's good, like, you can just, like, throw 3 forests in your deck, and it's going to be your best card. Could take a Thicket for just that occasion, but I think I want the Seed Shark here. Still need a few more playables. That's a good one. This Time Spiral's looking kind of bad, huh? I'd be into it if we had that Time Warp that we saw earlier. If we got past a Shieldred or Bowmaster, would we take it? I would put a Bowmaster in here, yeah. Shieldred would be tough. Shieldred would not be a doable thing. But, like, we got this Godless Shrine and fetches for it. It would not be hard for us to splash a Bowmaster. Okay, I did get the Spelljacker back, as was foretold. We're still a few playables short, huh? I guess that leaves me to playing Beza and even Interrupter. I guess Stress sounds fine. Okay. We got some options. I've been really unimpressed with this card in the cube. But, I mean, I've also been unimpressed with it in Standard. And people seem to play it there. Does anyone have any strong opinions on Beza? Yeah, basically I have to play like 2 or 3 of these to have enough playables. Oh, I could see that, the Bez. I could see that. You know, then the counter looks playable. I mean, just clamping a Snapcaster Mage, a Spellseeker, a Lauren, or the Elspeth tokens is pretty good. Gives us an actual way to, like, draw cards. Because currently the only draw engine in the deck is just, like, Jace, right? Or Snapcasting Bank Cryptic or something. I kind of dig the clamp. You like the extra mana rock? Yeah, I was thinking about the extra mana rock. Beza had Vigilance, right? Or Lifelink or something. Metamorph versus even Interrupter. Let's throw Metamorph in. Another perfect mana base. So normally I'm like a fan of like aggressive mulliganing. I don't think this is a sort of deck that wants to aggressively mulligan. I think you just like keep a hand like this and hope you draw something to do before you Wrath. Mana Rock would be sick here now, huh? Get me closer to Wrath. Put in just found Pillage the Bog. It's going to be a fantastic Wrath, if we get to have it in our hand, right? Opponent's looking at 8 cards here with this Pillage. And the best thing that they can grab is a discard spell for me, huh? Or maybe a Planeswalker. Yeah, if they don't counter it, right? They could have the counters of their own. I think the Watergrave is most likely for a Leovold or an Oko, though. based on the other cards we've seen so far, right? It's hard to square mana dorks in counters sometimes. Oh, this was like fucking perfect for us, huh? So their hand, we know Misty and Lotus Cobra. Yeah, I thought about wasting and playing Jace here, but I think just like spending a turn with Spelljacker up is pretty good. They shocked for the Hollowed Fountain. Should waste a pre-combat probably. No, you can have that one. Let's make a fucking dragon. Well, that Wrath was pretty good, huh? Pretty good. I'll play this Biza card over Metamorph. I didn't really see anything that I wanted to clone there. Yeah, the Wrath, was it a 5-for-1? So, like, the one creature was actually 2 creatures, but it still only cost him a creature. And so, like, they played the Bob, the Bronco, 2 mana dorks. I thought there was something else in there, too. I'm fine just getting the Jace down. Jace already doing work, Do I have an opinion on Paul Diano? Was lead vocalist for Maiden from 1978 to 1981. What album came out around then? Oh, is there self-released? The self-titled. So just like draw a card. Okay. Suppose that's fine. Let's fucking compare them right now. So I was just Bruce, right? I think there's self-titled and Killers are the two that I've listened to the least, so. Yeah, Zunantire. Trying not to get too ahead of myself. Because last week I started off with the 4-0. And then that was the only trophy I got all day. So we'll see. Beza does have sick art. I agree with you, Zugzvang. Yeah, there's a little bit more edge to his vocal style, huh? Just slightly more edge. A little punkish or rockabilly. Zugzvang, I believe. But I could be wrong. I could be pronouncing it wrong. Very possible. Even with a 65% match win, you're 17% to go 4-0. So a little bit less than 1 in 5. Like 1 in 6 then. You're expected to 4-0. Beza could serve here. I think I really want to punish the 6 for attacking. If I can. No more Lies exiling is so sick here. Oh yeah, iPod on. Looks like I was close at least. I'm just making X larger, so I get a larger shark token. That's my only real reason there. Hey, Fast No Head, thanks for converting a sob. Appreciate it. Right, reach. I guess Basic could be serving. Yeah, I was just going to bounce the Saga so I can make a 1-1, but then I have to replay the Saga and get it started again. And we have the mana to activate the 4 here, so they're taking 8, 12. A lot. No, only the first week was 3-0, the number, Kavath. It's been 4-0 ever since. That first week they had to make some like real fast adjustments, and I'm glad they did. Yeah, I remember being a little frustrated that first week, but have not felt that way since. What was frustrating the first week? Well, I assumed that I'd have time to play all weekend. And I got cut shortly. They hadn't communicated that they'd be like cutting things off if they had like way too many entries, and they got flooded with entries. So it kind of blindsided me. I was also sick for a lot of the first day, so I only got like a couple of drafts in. Hey, B-Dell, thanks for 64 months there. I'm just gonna draw two. Not the most exciting turn. One's got a nice Esper control deck over there. Yeah, it's been the general consensus, peanut butter. It's trying to look like Wrath's going to be a real sweet draw off the top. That Karakas could be annoying against a lot of my cards. There are 8 64-person drafts per week, TPO. It is impossible to get enough invites for all of them. And then the 8 winners of those 64-player drafts are going to draft on Saturday. And one of those, the winner of that draft gets to go to Vegas. So in an ideal world, I'd have 8 invites, right? I have a lot. I think this is the 5th week of the qualifiers. Would be rough to play all 8 time-wise. I would love to play all 8 as someone that's streaming Cube full-time anyway. Didn't attack with the Deep Cavern. What if they've got a reanimation effect for the Tidal Sculler and they're serving with it? But then, like, they could have the same reasoning for this bat serving. I guess I don't really get it. Alright, we'll see what's up. Fair enough. I thought about just hitting a zombie token. I guess I could have put him on Hypnotrox specifically. You bet money on Ninja. Well, if it's Ninja, they could just attack with the 2 zombie tokens, right? Tapped out over here. Wander would have been a good pick for the first strike. Clam's drawn a few cards this game. You think the best strategy is a firearm shipping case? I would probably just, like, put the power... Whatever was won from Vegas, I would imagine it would be pretty safe just in, like a plain vanilla envelope. Manila envelope, I don't know. Maybe you could put some loose cash in the envelope, too, to, like, sandwich the magic cards. So that way, if someone holds it up to the light, they won't be able to see that there's magic cards in there and won't go rooting around, right? Eat it to absorb the power. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that'd be good, too. You get cards in the mail all the time, right, Boy in a Bush? It's easy. Bye, Wandering Emperor. Hey, Bill Meister, thanks for the sub. Thanks on 26 months. Interesting. And this might let them land a Grave Titan on their second main. But I don't think that'd even be that bad. Ooh, sup, Snapcaster. It's an interesting metamorph target. Maybe I could just draw a fucking Wrath of God, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? So I want to metamorph an Oust. I'm just deciding if I want to shock myself. I think I do. Now maybe my rabbit thing can gain some life, huh? Make some food tokens. I think the idea, if I block Luris, is they bounce it with Caracas. I wonder what happens if I wasteland Caracas like right fucking now. I guess I'm like kind of close to dead here, huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna block Luris. You got it, bud. So if I gain 6 here, I'll go up to 9. On board, they've got 6, 7, 8, 9. We have Colonnade. Can I activate Colonnade and block? I could play the Jace and like throw a fucking clamp on it. I guess I dig that. Hey, sup, Seth Bling, thanks for the 71 months. Oh shit, what up? Hope you're having a good one, Seth. Blocker secured. Time to gain some food. Have I played Inscription? Yeah, I don't think I was into that one. Oh, sup, Wrath? Anytime I play a game and it turns out that the game is like not actually the game or whatever, I kind of feel like I wasted my time. I don't like the bait and switch. I don't like the bait and switch. Tell me what the game is. I would like to play a game of a certain genre. Please give me that game. And not some other game. Octodad never lied to us. Yeah, exactly. Kind of feels like there's danger of me decking here, right? With 9 cards remaining. I think this Colonnade's going to have to start getting in. I'm just wondering if I should clamp before I Wrath. Definitely serving first. Get that 3 more life, why not? I guess the clamp should have equipped first if I was going to Wrath, right? 1 more damage here. It's got Menace Friend. It's your card. Yeah, with the Reprieve cycling and the Dress Down cycling, I don't think I actually want to equip and draw another 2. Because like with those both cycling, I go down to 7, and then I draw for the turn down to 6. I'm just going to Wrath here. You could blink out your Metamorph before you Wrath, but I don't see what that does for me, right? Like, what is Metamorph copying? A Mana Vault? Could Dress Down here. And then untap and touch the Spirit Realm. I think I dig that. They paid 4 life to snuff out, too. It's like we still got a Colonnade hit in. Yeah, they're still essentially 18 with that food token, but the Mana Vault is chipping at their life, too. And we have an Elspeth in our remaining 7 cards, and that could speed up the clock. Opponent does have a Grave Titan in hand. Reprieve as a char. Yeah, if they didn't have a Grave Titan with 5 mana, that would be a tempting line. Tricky whether it's correct to equip for 1 more damage or crack the food token. Oh, I can still crack the food token because of Vigilance. Hell yeah, Johef. I'm glad you're a happy camper. Yeah, calling in Jace the Mind Sculptor is pretty classic, They crack. They go up to 6. Tie game. Clock times are pretty low. Yeah, that's a good point. We're like very close too. Like neither of us have been playing super fast or super slow. So what's left here? We got an Elspeth left. I think it's Elspeth and Rags in the remaining 3 cards. Oh, there's a No More Lies. Yeah, see, I mean, trying to kill them with their own Darkstar Augurs might be correct here. I think I'm going to Fate Seal them. Seeing what they reveal with the Augurs first to see if they have to untap the Mana Vault. Oh. To untap the Mana Vault or not to untap? A seat with Caleb's name on it in the finals. I'm not sure what you're getting at, Joe Hef. But I like the sound of gift subs. If I drawn No More Lies, I would have cast it on the Sorin here. Oh yeah, we're bottoming that one. We're bottoming that fucking card. Surprised by their no attack? I would just... Then they wouldn't have blockers for like calling in connecting with them, right? They need flyers. I think they're going to flash in their dog and extort and go to 2 life, and then we'll see. Oh, I'm certainly on board with that, Joe Hef. Don't need to ask me twice. Equipping the clamp to the 1/1 would have been game ending, you're correct. Oh, the Jace Brainstorm might have ended it. Hey, we got there. And we're a few seconds up on the clock here. I'm going to run a commercial while I go to the bathroom, because I need to go to the bathroom. I don't have a lot going on the sideboard, but I'm probably going to bring in Beza for... I mean, they've got a lot of good Metamorph targets. Beza for Lauren. And hopefully I'll be back in time to submit. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Bruiser of a game. Get water, yeah. Absolutely wild last game, huh? Burned a little bit of clock here, but you gotta go, right? Sometimes you gotta take a shit. I even had time to wash my hands. What a fucking tryhard. Just don't wipe. That would have saved some time, yes. Sure. Just gonna pass here. Make sure nothing particularly nasty happens. I need to auto-yield their Mana Vault. That's what I need to do. No reason for their vaults being eating time off my clock, right? And then I kind of just like touch the Spirit Realm on this squirrel. Buggada 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 ba ba ba. Now, hopefully nothing too nasty happens. Ah, Jace. My Caracas just got bad. And the Hymn to Truck avoided my Jace the Mind Sculptor, which just got bricked, and hit 2 of my good cards. At least we still got the Snapcaster Hum. And we have a Wasteland for Caracas somewhere in the deck. Could turn it back on again later. I think I like cycling the stress down. Why didn't I auto yield then? Yeah, possible I was just supposed to rat this sleeper, Letting them get a card this way. Could get really rocked by a, comes to play bad or something. They talked me into it, Then next turn we can rebuy a dragon if we want to. Hey, Yellow What? Thanks for the raid. How's Yellow Hat stream, everybody? Can we give Yellow Hat a shout out? An all-time great deck builder and brewer and player here streaming on twitch.tv. A crime not to follow him. We were in the middle of a very Gabriel Nassif style of match here. We won game 1 by sneaking some colonnade hits in and then getting our opponent to die to their own bobs while we had 2 cards left in our library. So that's why we're in game 2 and both of our clocks are well below 10. Kind of feels like a Grave Titan, Shieldred, sure. I see. Getting some life. Yeah. Very obnoxious spot. We have a Wasteland in our deck for that Caracas, but currently we don't have it. So Metamorphing Shieldred's not very good because they can kind of control it with the Caracas. And Snapcasting Wrath doesn't really work because then they just save their Shieldred with the Caracas. So the Sculler here doesn't very matter much. Yeah, Caracas is stupid good. More impactful than this Ancestral Recall in this game. It's breaking my Metamorph, my Jace, and protecting their Shieldred. So I can get the Shieldred off the board, but then the Augurs just draw it like immediately again. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. Yeah, I think there's a really good argument for cutting Caracas from the cube. And then they replay the Sheldy, and then you lose EPL. There's no benefit there. You literally just fog the Shieldred for a turn. Also, please don't feed lines. Master. And then we just kind of gotta hope that we rip Wasteland for this Caracas in the next like couple of turns. Or, you know, my opponent's stacking triggers eats up enough of their clock that we win game 3 off of the time. But in terms of winning this game, I think we need to rip Wasteland for the Caracas, and then we can metamorph the Shieldred. Oh man, that would have been really good. I'm supposed to activate calling it there. Oh, I was a banish, right? Why did I set a stop here? Spelljacking a spelljacker? That's hogwash. Complete hogwash. All right, they got 2 minutes and 40 seconds for game 3 here. I'm going to bring in my Biza. I'm going to cut Lauren like I intended there. We were low on time. We were very low on time. And I had to take a bathroom break in between, so I didn't get that submitted before the second game, but that was fine. You want to bring in the upheaval? 6 mana is kind of a lot. You think we're going to get to 6 mana? It's certainly funny. What are you cutting for the upheaval? Spelljacker. Some other expensive card. I feel like our deck's stalling pretty well, but could run out the Skull Clamp. I think I want to bin Eagles. It'd be sick to Wasteland them turn 1, but I'm going to oust that thing. Nice. Hashtag dodged. I kind of like cracking this Mind Stone. Hexmage in for random walkers. I don't think metamorphing them here is crazy. I also don't think holding up Cryptic Command's crazy. Just make a fucking dragon hum. I'm less convinced that was a good cryptic. Because the augur, like stacking the augur trigger takes a lot of time. Ooh. Could play a shark this turn. Yeah, let's play a fucking shark. So they can rebuy Hexmage to kill the Jace. I think they're just like too far behind them to win with 20 seconds on the clock. Yeah, just resolving Crab Abomination's pretty rough. Not bad. They rocked when I saw them live, too. I think Swadnerino. Definitely telegraphing this No More Lies. Sometimes it can be hard to know which counter spell to play around, though. And next turn, we can start slamming walkers. Perfect. This is a song that would be in a Tarantino flick. Oh, this track would match sick with a Tarantino flick for sure. For sure. His films usually have good soundtracks. Not bad counter. This is not a finals at all, Commandos Echo. You got a 4-0. These are the feeder leagues for the Vegas qualifier. I could hold up Spelljacker here. I think I just want to... They might just like pass back, though. They've been doing that draw-go thing. I think I just want to land a walker. And it's possible I should have even just, like, clamped instead of running out the talisman here. Yeah, you need to 4-0 one of these to get an invite to the 64 drafts. There's 8 64 drafts over the course of the week. And then if you 6-0 one of those, then you get to draft on Saturday. And if whoever wins the draft on Saturday gets to go to Vegas. Hey, Wafflebot, thanks for the $5 donation. Appreciate it. You're pumped for the Megadeth concert you're going to. Why not jam some? Sure. Hell yeah, Wafflebot. Just to have an answer to that thing, Very possible I should have clamped first here in case I found like a counter and they had a force of will for me. Sure. I have one 64-player invite already, yeah. In an ideal world, I would have more than that. You wonder how many times I've had to explain the qualifications for Vegas, right? That has been a lot. Yes, they do announce who is in. There is a list of that in the Discord if you really want to look it up. All right, Wafflebot's got a song request with some Megadeth. Ooh, this is much too quiet. This is like maximized. I'm gonna search for a different version. Hey, there we go. The Snapcaster Mage doesn't matter at all, right? You'll be streamed, Johef, yeah. You got it. You got my token. That Leovold sure made my Skull Clamp look a lot worse. At least I got to draw a few cards. This Kolaghan's Command doesn't do anything for me, but I get to keep my Shark. Well, now that Kolaghan's Command can bring back the Seed Shark at least. Even wastelanding the opponent draws some cards here. Sweet. Yeah, we had a 2-turn clock anyway. I think Metamorph stays in, right? Metamorphing their 3/3 is probably pretty good. I like how a lot of their removal didn't line up very effectively against our walkers. Bunch of fatal pushes and stuff. Thrifted Mitch says that you cannot kill the metal. Requesting some power trip. This is Executioner's Act. Is this a power metal band? The logo does not look like a power metal band, but they're called Power Trip, and their title is legible. The title of the band is legible there, so I wouldn't clock them as death metal, right? But the art that's on the thing seems like death metal art. Bunch of eyes and gore and stuff. Lauren seems mid. Yeah, Lauren had nothing. Let's throw Beza in. Have I ever listened to Party Cannon? I have not. One of your buddies loves this band. He's a huge Viking power metal guy. Gotcha. Fake band. You can read their logo. Yeah, that's not metal. Reading things officially unmetal. Oh, this is a little thrashy, huh? The vocal style is like thrash or hardcore-ish. Could have been out Siege Shark. I'm just going to give it a turn. Or I'll keep giving it turns, I guess. The whole band was all dudes from the Texas hardcore scene. Gotcha. Oh, that is a bummer. Sure was nice of our deck to feed us some land drops, huh? I was a fan of that. Oh, I should have pumped the Wanderer. I kind of like putting a 1/1 counter on the Hull Breacher here anyway. Puts it out of Kolaghan's command range. Oh, Kolaghan's command is Shatters, though. Sure. Yeah, Mindstone here, you get a Siege Shark trigger, and then you still got Snap Remand. I might want a Spelljack, though. We'll see. Oh my god. Hey, Spawn, thanks for the $5. Yeah, Spelljacker is such a kick in the teeth when you're, like, behind on board, and, like, you can't just not play your spells, right? This is so much worse than, like, a counter plus draw, too. Hey, we got ourselves a finals here. All right, one more win, huh? One more win, one more invite. Oh, we found it. We found the Mox Sapphire. Do you go to 5? It's a pretty good 6 if you hit. I'm going to go to 5. Not really a deck that can afford to miss land drops. Yeah, 5 cards on the play is not what we were looking to do. But at least we finally have some land drops. Got some cards. Some interaction. Opponent's probably just going to crack this clue, but I think I want to leave up Reprieve anyway. Bowmasters. It's not great for me. Go ahead and hit Wasteland. So this Jace is not very good versus Orcs. But if they try and instant speed the Orcs, we can chill on the Jace. Yeah, you don't want to block here, because then the Orcs would just finish the Jace off. Nice. Yeah, that Bowmaster timing is pretty good for me. Yeah, This mood is not doing it for me. I gotta focus. Trying to win a tournament here. I don't need like babies crying or whatever that was. But I appreciate the donation, Spawn. Gonna need a Wrath here pretty soon, huh? Even if I like immediately rip one, I can't play it immediately because I don't have that 4th mana. Appreciate the sentiment, Spawn. I think our ability to win this game largely depends on finding a Wrath of God in the next couple of draw steps, huh? Possible Jace is just supposed to pop this Augur, huh? Just bounce here and then uptick on the other one. This looks pretty bad. I guess I could cycle this and draw a different card. Mother of Runes currency converter. They got a library going. I don't think we can win this game. We already burned our wasteland. Didn't really see anything I wanted to metamorph out of them. Second 4-0 also gets an invite. They're satellites, friends. If you win a satellite, you get to play in another tournament. If you win that tournament, you get to play in yet another tournament. There is basically no amount of satellite invites that will be bad because there's a ton of them scheduled. It's like if there were 8 RCs in your area and you could win as many RCQs as you wanted to qualify for multiple of them. Nothing but tournaments all the way down, yeah. Well, that's a much better opener. There are 8 people going to Vegas, the same number as is needed to fill an 8-person draft in which all of the people get to draft and keep their power. What a coincidence. The last 2 weekends, the leagues have been open up for almost exactly 1 day. The feeder league. So they should close sometime tomorrow morning. Rude. Who ousts a shark, honestly? You can snap Cryptic that too, which might be better. This is pretty good though. Not the sort of track you think of when you think of Sabbath, huh? It's pretty good orcs. I'm gonna chill on the wasteland in case we see a utility land, I guess. Well, library doesn't do anything here, Vale, but they could still have like a Crocus or a creature land in their deck somewhere. Looks like we're going to game 3. Those are 2 like pretty fast concessions. There might have been either one of us could have stretched that out for a couple more turns to no real result. How's Blue White been feeling? I mean, we're in the finals with this. I don't think it's like a particularly busted version of Blue White either. Like we don't have recall or time walk, right? We don't have force of will. It's just like a lot of nice interaction that lets me like navigate to a mid late game where I'm ahead. Do they have anything for Lauren to blow up? I don't remember. I don't think I saw anything. There was Sculler. I think it's just Sculler. This is the second black white deck I've faced with this. Sculler and Lion Sash. Okay. Yeah, Lion Sash could imply Stoneforge Mystic too. I'm gonna leave Lord in. And the random talisman we saw. Yeah, that was a real pleasant draw, huh? I think we're going to 5 or 6 rather. The nice thing about this opener is that we do beat Library of Alexandria, which is a really good card against me. The issue with this opener is we don't beat anything else. I'm just going to keep this on the draw. Not a matchup I can afford to mold to Oblivion in. Oh, and Currency Converter. Yeah, good point. First black-white went to time. Yeah, timed him out. Very different than this matchup, huh? Bam, done. Oh boy. Can we get some of that blue mana? Y'all seen any of that blue mana? Attacking with Bomb is sort of aggressive. Like, they still have the Selfless Spirit up. Possible I was supposed to slam Shark there, huh? It might be nice to play the Shark and then equip it with the Clamp before passing back in case they have Vindicate. Just gonna cycle this reprieve. How do you tell Moto that Lyrus is your companion? You just have it in your sideboard. Moto will realize it's your companion. I think it only makes you select if you have 2 companions in your board that would be legal. When you mouse over it, it'll tell you if it's like a legal companion or not. A lot better than the arena one where you have to like drag it into your deck or something. In my opinion. Gotta decide between missing a land drop or playing a blocker. Yeah, at the start you do have to reveal it. You have to manually click it. There's the Vindicate, yeah. How much nicer would it have been to get the Clamp on? Although I guess the Bowmasters would have made clamping a little awkward. Yeah, we are in a spot here, huh? I guess it is pass. I think this game comes down to whether or not we find a Wrath of God. That fucking Wrath of God. Oh, yeah, Wrath doesn't do shit, right? They just have the Selfless Spirit. Do I even want to clamp then? Yeah, this might not be a winnable board state, right? What about just casting the dragon? I thought I was going to be like YOLO Jace brainstorming here to try and find a sweeper. This might be like much worse than just clamping the Snapcaster. How good would a Baneslayer Angel be in this spot, huh? It'd be a lot better. Still probably not enough for the Mother of Runes to give protection. Your Kingdom for a temporary lockdown. Yeah, and then just get it in 5. GG. I wonder what the clamp would have drawn me. This is literally exactly how I started last week. I went 4-0 into 3-1, and then everything else was like 1-1s and stuff. Still not a bad start here. Get that in the overlay.